If you're a parent thinking about moving, you probably have 10 million things on your mind you need to do. You need to find movers. How do we sell our house and find a house and financing and decluttering and blah, 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 all these things. And then throw in having kids on top of it, you have extra anxiety. So keep in mind that if you're feeling nervous and worried and maybe even scared about the move, imagine how your children are feeling. The idea of starting new, starting over is extremely stressful for children of all ages. However, there are some things that you can do for young children and teenagers to help make the move actually exciting and something that they're looking forward to. So today in our Coffee with Connie, we're going to share 5 things you can do to make the move for children less stressful. So stay tuned. Number 1 is to keep them informed. The best way to prepare your kids for an upcoming move is just to talk to them about it. Let them know ahead of time what's going on and explain the reasons why you're doing it. It's the opportunity for them to have a bigger backyard to play in. Your dad's gonna be home more because he's not gonna have to drive so far. Whatever the reason is, if you can get the kids involved in the beginning and let them know what's going on, it's gonna help relieve some of their anxiety. Lastly, reassuring them that not everything is going to change when you move will help them as well. Number 2 is to get them involved. While moving and packing with kids can be super stressful, there are some ways to help you cope with it. First of all, if your kids are old enough, get them involved with the packing. Perhaps you allow them to pack their room. I know when we moved a couple years ago, I had teenage kids and I told them I'm not even going to touch their room, that they were allowed to pack their room themselves the way they wanted to. And then when we moved, the boxes were in their room and they went up there and they were able to put their room together just like they wanted. So that helped relieve some stress. In addition, when the kids are involved, maybe they need to get rid of things that they don't need to move either. We had a fun garage sale. The kids could price all of their items and they helped participate in the sale of some of the toys that they didn't want anymore. And that helped get them involved in the process. A few weeks ago, I posted on Facebook, when do you get your kids involved with picking out a house, or do you at all? But a lot of the parents said that they do like to bring the kids to the houses after they've narrowed it down to 1 or 2 houses, or maybe even to the house. And once you do that, let the kids, I love it when parents let their kids run around, tell them which room is theirs, or maybe let them choose which room they want to have as theirs, so they can start dreaming about what it's going to look like. Number 3 is let them have a proper goodbye. All material things aside, the things that most kids are most stressed about is, are they going to make a new best friend? And is their teacher going to be as cool as their teacher is now? And am I going to be able to play football? Maybe throw a farewell party or do something so that they can have a proper goodbye to their current friends, and then encourage them. You know, with social media, if your kids are old enough, they have Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, and they can even write letters to their friends. But then still at the same time, encouraging them to have like the opportunity to make new friends and new relationships and new beginnings. Number 4 is to turn the move into an adventure. And make it into a mini vacation, taking pictures, collecting souvenirs, and making it a fun experience. And that'll help relieve some of the anxiety the kids are gonna have as they're making that trip out there. Number 5, help them focus on new beginnings, but still stick to your family routines. Remind your children that not everything is changing. Yes, you might have a new house or a new neighborhood, but that's just a location. Stick to your regular schedule. Maybe it's nap time or study time or dinner time. Try to keep things as routine as possible. Keeping these little routines will reassure your children that the family life isn't changing as much as they thought. And finally, help them focus on the things that are changing that are great. Maybe you're closer to the park, maybe you have that big backyard that you can play in, or maybe you're finally in a neighborhood that has children that they can meet. So focusing on the positive. So I hope you found this edition of Coffee with Connie helpful. Please feel free to share it with your family and friends who may be going through the same experience. Thanks for watching this edition and have a great day.